Hello again, welcome to another look at the weekend and next week's weather courtesy of Netweather.tv. Well, we've just seen some of the highest temperatures of the year so far. Not that that was very difficult, 16, even 17 degrees or so, something like that. But I'm certainly not going to promise you a heat wave in the week ahead. In fact, it's going to be a completely different week, as a matter of fact. If we look at the surface pressure mixed in with the precipitation, you can see that the high pressure that's affected our weather for so long has now slipped into the Mediterranean. And that has allowed a more run of west or southwesterly winds and areas of low pressure to move in from the Atlantic. Most of them are going to cross to the northwest of the British Isles and up towards the north of Scotland, but the odd one actually moves right across the country. But obviously with the most vigorous ones in that northwestern quarter, that's where the weather, if nothing else, is going to be at its windiest. And we will have bands of rain crossing the country from time to time throughout the coming weeks, so it's obviously going to be completely different, the weather. It's going to be much more unsettled. If we have a look at the jet stream now, you can see how that is changing as well. For a long time now, the jet has been unusually far south through Gibraltar, through southern parts of the Mediterranean into North Africa. It's still there at the moment, but there is a new area, a new jet stream pushing out from the United States across the Atlantic, and that's going to head in towards France, a lot further north, and of course that means the British Isles is a lot closer to it, and therefore is going to get that more unsettled weather. Have a look now at the thickness chart showing the sort of temperature of the atmosphere. You'll notice straight away how very cold it is across most parts of Russia. That's going to change. Across the British Isles we start off with some yellowy shadings indicating quite mild weather, but unfortunately that doesn't last, because for most of the weekend and into next week you notice the colours go back to the sort of darker greens. So temperatures will be, if nothing else, probably close to normal, or maybe even a little bit below normal in the more northern parts of the country, sufficient for some of that precipitation to fall as snow over the hills. So, as I said at the beginning, no sign of a heat wave, but equally no sign of any very wintry weather either. So let's have a look at the day-to-day forecast. As far as Friday goes, it's certainly going to start wet and very windy across the north and west of Scotland. Could even be some severe gales there. The heaviest rain will slowly ease away northwards to be replaced by sort of showery conditions, still fairly cloudy. The winds will slowly ease as well. For the rest of the country, starting off dry and reasonably bright, maybe a little bit of sunshine, but it will cloud over from the west, and there'll be rain moving up into the southwest in the afternoon, and that rain will then move northwards through the evening to affect much of England and Wales and Northern Ireland as well. Some of that rain could turn out to be quite heavy. Temperatures, generally speaking, close to normal. On Saturday we'll have an area of low pressure sitting on top of the United Kingdom, so it's obviously going to be an unsettled day. There'll be rain at times virtually everywhere. It'll be quite windy too in the more southern parts of the country. The north of Scotland, though, having been swiped on Friday, will probably get away with some of the better weather and stay mostly dry and fine there. Temperatures across the whole country close to normal. On Sunday, that low and those outbreaks of rain will slowly move away during the course of the morning, except that is on into Scotland, where it will have arrived. And in Scotland, I think you could well find some snow over the hills. But there will be some sunny intervals developing for the rest of the country, and it will be mostly dry, just some showers around in the west, and temperatures probably close to normal. On Monday, more rain will be spreading in towards western parts, and that's going to move on eastwards during the course of the day. So I think all parts will have a spell of rain during the course of Monday, and all parts will become windy as the day wears on too. The wind's strongest in the west. The more general rain will continue its movement though, so that later on in the day somewhat clearer weather will get into western parts of the country. Temperatures on Monday split between rather cold probably in the more northern areas and close to normal in the south. And indeed for the rest of the coming week, from Tuesday onwards, that sort of thing prevails. Temperatures stay close to normal in the south. It remains rather cold in the north. It remains unsettled everywhere, with showers and longer outbreaks of rain, with some sunnier and brighter and drier interludes in between. And again, because it'll be rather cold, we could well find some snow over the hills in the north. Well, that's all from me for the time being. I hope you can join me again next week.